Alright, welcome to another night of our horror movie marathon. Tonight's movie was Blood Creek. I'll go first this time. Acting, I thought it was really good. I was a big fan of the acting.
I enjoyed
It had some big names. Michael Fassbender was in here. And I know a couple of the other actors. I don't necessarily know their names, but I know they were familiar.
Dominic Purcell.
Who was he? Which one was he?
He is the one that's in Flash.
Is he the younger brother? No, he was the older brother. The one that was captured.
The older brother.
I recognize him. I recognize the younger brother from something too.
I don't know that one. There was another name in there. Who's the other name that I knew?
I don't know. But anyway, the acting was really good.
Pardon me.
I can't decide if I want to do 4 or 5. What do you think of her acting?
I'm giving it a 4. There were some bits and pieces in the beginning that were just a little.
Yeah.
But once they got to the farm, everything was great.
Yeah. Okay, I'll agree. I'll say 4 as well. Not gonna like me for this one, but effects. I want to say 3. Like, a lot of it looks really good. Like, the Worth there, the bad guy, he looks great. And, just some of the other effects looked good. But the CGI, especially with the horses, was so terribly cheesy. When they were coming in through the windows and the door, it was so obviously CG. This did bring flashbacks back to the Spawn movie. Like, this was terrible CG.
It wasn't that bad.
It was very bad.
It wasn't that bad.
The texturing didn't even look like a horse. It looked like they rendered it in, like, Blender. Like, it was just a blurry, blobby thing. It was not... That looks terrible.
It wasn't that bad.
I'm going 3.
Effects. I'm going to give it a 4. I would have never known... I didn't really notice much with the horses in the house. And
I don't know how you didn't see that part. That was terrible.
If there was something, it was so fast and the camera was so close up and shaking that I didn't really notice it. But everything else was great. Fassbender is the villain, immortal person. He looked awesome.
He did. No, I will give him that one. That looks great. A lot of the other stuff, the blood effects looked good, but
everything was good, so I got to give it a 4.
That CG was so crap. I can't let that one go. Story.
Man, I'm also gonna give it a 4. You know, it wasn't that bad. I enjoyed it. There were some moments in not the beginning where they were the black and white part where they were
in the second act.
In when the brother was doing his thing as the EMT and up to the point where they got to the farm. That was yuck.
Yeah. Well, the first where you first see him as the EMT, and the EMTs are there working on someone while
Larry!
his head is
Larry!
still...
Larry!
Like, that was ridiculous. First of all, EMTs aren't on scene while someone's still going crazy waving a gun around. Like, that's just bullshit. And also, there were a couple points where they made things too predictable. Like when the lady said, "Oh, well, you could poison him with his own blood." I knew instantly that's how they're going to kill him. They're going to poison him with his own blood. Like, that was the rest of the movie. I know how you're going to finish this now. And they did. But
I don't think that was a spoiler, though. It was just, that was them coming up with a plan and going, okay, let's do it.
Yeah, but at the time, that wasn't necessarily their plan. But as soon as she mentioned... Yeah, they didn't start acting on that right away, though. Like, she mentioned that much earlier on. Like, I don't know.
They mentioned it in the house, and that's when they start, okay, let's get this underway. You distract him, and I'll go around back.
I don't know. It felt... I don't know.
Well, I was fine. I was fine with everything.
Despite that anyway, though, and the meth head scene, which was stupid, I'm going to give it a 4 as well, because it was good. It wasn't, I mean, I'll nitpick every movie, but no, it was entertaining. I had a good time watching it. It was enjoyable and entertaining, and I liked it. It was a good movie. Last thing, scare factor.
I'm going to give it a 3. It wasn't per se scary, but it had great scary imagery, if that's the kind of thing. Like, it wasn't scary per se, but
you could see how it would scare someone else.
Not so much.
Or at least unsettle. Unsettling, I think, is a better word.
horror-ish imagery. It reminds me of the movies that I like Jeepers Creepers kind of thing.
That's a good one. Second one's better.
No. But yeah, You know, it wasn't scary. There weren't any jump scares. There wasn't any suspenseful moments. But the imagery of it being horrorish and gorish was, I enjoyed that very much. More so than every other movie we've seen so far.
I'm gonna actually agree. I wasn't sure where to put it. I was kind of going back and forth. I wanted to do like a 2 or what, but no, I want to say 3 too. I'd put it right around the middle, right around average. Like you said, it wasn't necessarily horror or suspense. It was more like a thriller thing. I don't really know. I think it was more, like you said, the theming and the imagery than it was actual scare tactics. But it did
Joel
have,
Schumacher directed it. Even though he ruined the Batman movies, those were some pretty cool looking movies. He knows how to make a visually appealing movie.
and this definitely was. So yeah, I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna give it a 3 as well.
Good deal. So, Blood Creek. I think it's just about a 4.
Yeah.
Our best movie yet. I was pleasantly surprised. I thought even though this had some bigger name people in it, I didn't think it was going to be
No.
that
Just
great.
by the name, I was actually expecting a very cheesy, low-budget kind of B-rate film.
Holy crap! It was Henry Cavill. The younger brother was Henry Cavill. That was Superman.
Oh, well, there you go.
I didn't even recognize him.
But yeah, this
is probably way before he went Supermanish and got all that.
I will say this was a very pleasant surprise.
Wow.
So yeah, if you're looking for a movie, this is one I can recommend.
Yeah.
It is a good movie. It's a good story. You'll have a good time watching it. I think this was before any of these actors were really huge.
2009.
So yeah, they weren't. I don't think Fassbender was really big in the popular eye yet. I don't think any of these.
He really caught on after X-Men First Class.
This is a good movie. So there you go. Give it a watch.
Absolutely.
Definitely worthwhile. Best one we've seen so far. We've got a bunch more, so who knows what will happen. But so far, this is the one to beat.